What's up, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. It's been a little while since I've uploaded one of these, and I do apologize for that. It's been like a couple 2 days since I've uploaded anything. Just haven't had the time to record any matches IRL. Obviously, with the whole dueling network thing being the way it is, not really looking into doing anything on there. Unless you guys still want to see that. The whole featured archetype thing was supposed to be based around Dueling Network, but of course, with the way it's in now, I don't know how much longer that series will last, which really sucks because we've only done one rendition of that series. Which a lot of you guys seem to like that, which is cool. But yeah, we're back with more feature matches, and I want to thank you guys also for the support over the past few days. I haven't uploaded anything, but we're almost at 1,600 subscribers. We're sitting at like 1,583 right now, which is incredible. So thank you all for that. But yeah, welcome to some Synchro Fusionist versus Kozmo. I'm playing Fusionist. My friend on the right there is playing Kozmo. So we'll see how this matchup is going to go. He's going to make me go second because he doesn't know what I'm playing. So it's fair game, I guess. Of course, in a random, locals matchup, your opponent really wouldn't know what you're playing at a larger event. So you would more often than not get the benefit of getting to go first if you lose the die roll. That's how it usually ends up going nowadays. A lot of decks just want to go second, but this deck really wants to go first. So you often get that first going first just handed to you. So as you can see, Tin Can is going to interrupt my play by popping Norden, banishing the Jet Synchron because of it, and I'm just going to scoop there. It's a very glass cannon deck, and I did not have the resources in order to play through the rest of that turn, opening as mediocre as I did. So we're just going to go game 2, where I get to go first, and you'll get to see some Synchro Fusionist action, which you've all been waiting for. He's going to spread his hand apart, because I will be able to pick all 5 cards out of it this turn, and we're about to go on a little journey to get there. So I opened up E-Telly and Brilliant Fusion, add that off that Synchro Fusionist for the Synchro Summon of Tatsunoko. Now we're going to be bringing back that Trick Clown off the Brilliant Fusion. Now we got Seraph Knight on board. I do got Desynchro in my hand. Desynchro is a card that's going to come in so clutch this matchup. Not really this matchup, but this match. I ended up seeing a whole lot. In place of Upstart Goblin is what that card is in place of, and I absolutely do prefer the Desynchro build over the Upstart build, strictly because when you need to play, you need to play, and Desynchro is a better combo piece in my opinion than Upstart Goblin. Of course, Upstart can get you to your combo pieces, but it can also just draw you into something dead that you don't need. When Desynchro can bring you back materials, obviously for that Synchro Summon, either to go right back into it, get another draw if it's a Charge Warrior or Formula, what have you, or if you're short on a Trish, you can't really do the backseat play, you can just desynchro that Trish and then resynchro it right back. Or you can get back materials and use them for other Synchro Summons, and it's just an amazing card. So I desynchro that Charge Warrior, get back Jet Synchron and Seraph Knight. I was careful to make sure I normal summon my second normal summon while the Seraph Knight was still on the board. So I still get that effect, because I believe the way it's ruled that Seraph Knight needs to be on the field in order for you to get that extra normal summon. It's not just a lingering effect. At least that's what I was told. So I'll E-Telly out Frankenderp. Basically, I'll pay 500 to get a free draw. I look at the top card of my deck, I add it to my hand, and then if I do, I reveal it to him. That's Power Giant. I'm going to reveal that to him, and I'm going to add it to my hand. And then I'm going to Synchro for another Charge Warrior, and I'll get another search off Synchro Fusionist. I get 2 draws and a search. The plays are real right now. I'm going to add Instant Fusion in my hand, which is going to set up a whole bunch of plays down the road later. And I think I drew into Soul Charge as well. So the game is pretty much over at this point, as far as game 2 is concerned. Once you get Soul Charge and you've got a pretty established board, you definitely have the hand loop, especially with the resources I have to work with. I still have my Jet Synchron Engrave as well as Recover. I'm pretty much set. I've got level 1 tuners. I've got Librarian on the board already. I was able to get a second normal summon. A whole lot of plays were being able to be made. And luckily no disruption on his part. No like Ghost Ogres or anything, because he does main Ghost Ogre, so that was one thing I was kind of worried about, was him Ghost Ogering the Librarian, but he never had it, so good for me. Now I do have Power Giant and a Glow Bulb in hand, so there's a nice play right there to set up. I believe the next play I end up doing though is I will summon Power Giant and discard the Glow Bulb for it, knocking his level down to 5, and I summon Glow Bulb by his own effect, and I mill the most optimal mill, or maybe that's later down the road. My apologies. I end up going for Jet Synchron, and Stardust Charge Warrior go to make the Ancient Fairy Dragon. I'll banish that Jet Synchron last second there, if I remember. Ancient Fairy Dragon lets you special summon level 4 or lower. I'll go Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre's a tuner. How convenient. We'll sync with that in the Seraphonite for a Cyframe Lord Omega. Now I have one piece, you know, starting off with the first piece we need to do the hand loop. Now I've got enough space out of the extra deck to make Recover Live. I'll pay the 2,000 to special summon him, just for paying the 2,000 life points. And we'll make another Omega. I do have Desynchro in hand, so I won't bother desynchroing the one that I would use Recover for, because I obviously wouldn't be able to get that back. So I end up getting rid of that. We'll hit the Kozmo Town out of his hand. I don't know what I was thinking with that Power Giant Glow Ball play. I think that happens a little bit later. You'll see that later. My apologies. So yeah, one card down. It's Kozmo Town, which kind of worries me, because if he can recover next turn, if he gets, he's going to get that back to his hand. If I can't kill him, all the banished stuff he can just freely add back to his hand with that. So that's actually good information to have, knowing that he has that card. And here's the Power Giant Glow Bulb play. I'll be milling the Level Eater off that Glow Bulb. What an amazing mill. Now it's going to set up a formula play, and then into a 7 or possibly 8 Synchro with that Power Giant later. We'll get rid of that one. He was a level 7. Don't need him anymore though. Get that formula double draw. I just love the formula Librarian play, and I love the Stardust Charge Warrior Librarian play. Especially if you would go into formula after that, and then you use the formula and the Charge Warrior to make a Cyframe Lord Omega. The plays are even better. I'll special summon Synchron Resonator. Do it as effect if I control a Synchro monster. I can just special summon it. It's going to allow me to go into Trish through the use of Instant Fusion. I do have Desynchro in my hand, so I'm just going to Desynchro the Trish and Resynchro it right back. Another reason why I really love Desynchro. So I believe I hit a Forerunner and a Tin Can out of his hand, as well as that Kozmo Town. So you'll see the Desynchro come down here. Resynchro right back. Get another draw off Librarian. And I rip the Foolish. Foolish is going to send... my first thought was to send a Level Eater, but I don't really need it at this point. I need another tuner, and I'm going to send Plague Spreader. Level Eater that Yazi down to a 6. Going to an 8. Another Omega. Now I've got the last card. I have the ability to now take that last card out of his hand, but we're not done yet. I still need to get this Level Eater off my field, so that during my standby phase, all of my Omegas will be able to come back on the field, due to having enough room. So I need to get that off my board, and I'm going to have to go into Soul Charge now. Soul Charge, I end up bringing back some obscure targets. I'm kind of thinking here, as you can see me pointing around and kind of pinpointing through my head, going through what plays I need to make. Keep in mind, this deck is very skill-oriented, and will punish you if you do make the wrong plays. At any moment, you have the ability to make the mistake that you should have made, and then you're a couple cards short on what you should have, and then from there, you're not going to be able to make any plays at all. You're just going to be stuck with absolutely nothing. So I'm going to pop the Brilliant to spin the Librarian, not opting to special summon a level 4 or lower from my grave. That is a once per turn effect, I believe. Not going to do that. Now I've got enough room. Standby phase, all 3 Omegas will come back. I believe he has a set Farm Girl, and then I'll kill him with the rest of the monsters that we have. So the one thing about that is that, like I said, you want to make sure you have room in order to be able to bring back those monsters, because if you do the hand loop and you knock all their cards out of the hand, if they top deck the best card ever in the entire world, you want to be able to be confident next turn, no matter what they do with that one card. If they set something, if they're able to special summon 2 cards off of 1, what have you, you want to be able to be confident that you can put game on board. So that is one thing that you want to remember. Here I'm going to go start things off with a Unizombie, discarding that Trick Clown to make him a level 4. I probably should have ended up decreasing his levels. That probably would have been the best idea. So a little bit of a goof on my part. And I end up having to use his effect to send another one from deck. It usually doesn't matter turn 1 when you use this effect, but here it's kind of relevant because only zombie type monsters can attack the turn that you do this. So at this point I'm hindering myself on OTKing him. And I should have decreased his level twice down to a level 1. And I would have been able to make a Librarian or a Cell Synchron. So a little bit of a goofing, you know, going on here. That's okay. I'm able to make a pretty decent play out of what I have here. So it's not a total blowout. I'm going to go into Charge Warrior, get a free draw. I do have the Desynchro in my hand, so I can go right back into him again if I need an extra draw, or if I need to make another Synchro. But I do believe I end up just going back into the Charge Warrior to get another draw. I do need draws at the moment. And like I said, again, under the stipulation of Unizombie, where I won't be able to attack this turn with anything but zombie monsters. So I'll rip that E-Telly. Very, very good draw to have at the moment. Definitely what I was looking for off that Charge Warrior. But another thing is, I kind of did have to use Unizombie's second effect because without having access to the Plague Spreader, I wouldn't be able to get nearly where I am at the moment. So I guess it was something I needed to do, but I really wish I would have decreased his level instead of increased it. But these things happen. I'm not the best player in the world. I make mistakes, so I apologize if it upsets you that I didn't do that. But I do have Trish here, so I do end up going into Trish. I'm just debating, you know, whether or not I can do anything else if I make Librarian, if I make a Cell. But it's not really going to help me if I do that because I'll have like too many tuners on my field, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for Trish. It does have Ghost Ogre, unfortunately, but the nice thing about Trish is that if he would have chained to banish the tin can to summon the thing out of his hand, it wouldn't matter because I'd just be able to, okay, I'll banish this instead. That's the nice thing about Trish. It doesn't target, and it hits stuff out of grave, field, and hand. Absolutely amazing in this matchup. I forgot how good it was. It doesn't target one, so if they chain their little guys for their big ships, they chain those pilots for those big ships, you can just banish the big ships when they get on the field. And then I guess the nice thing about Ghost Ogre is it takes another card out of his hand, you know, that Trish didn't have to, which I guess is cool. And losing the Trish wasn't that big of a deal. Obviously, I'm not going for any hand loops going second. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but going second, and you know, into game 2, if you have to go second, I was thinking about siding in more aggressive extra deck monsters as just a way to be able to OTK a lot faster. But I don't know, maybe just Omegas are aggressive enough, and Charge Warrior now being more aggressive. So you can see he ripped the E-Telly with a tin can, adding back, of course, one of the banished Dart Destroyers off the Trish with that Kozmo Town setup. I should have banished that Kozmo Town, but again, I didn't want him to have that tin can on board, so I guess I really have no other choice in the matter. But he's just going to be able to add it back. Anyways, rips the E-Telly, goes into Farm Girl, drops double Dark Destroyer. It wasn't a complete blowout game 3. I almost was able to pull something off if I didn't make that tiny mistake with that Unizombie. I think that was a play that really ended up setting me back here in game 3. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the match. Kozmo's going to take it. Hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, the commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. And again, I do apologize for the lack of uploads in the past few days. They should be getting back to the regular schedule, which is about 1 to 2 videos a day of, you know, your regular YGO content. And then we're getting back with Assault and Sanctuary, which I've got another 10 episodes pre-recorded. I just didn't want to be spamming you guys with Assault and Sanctuary without any Yu-Gi-Oh content to go up to balance it out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and if you're new here, do yourself a favor and subscribe. The support is greatly appreciated, guys. We're almost at 1,600. Holy cow, we just hit 1,500 like not too long ago, and again, thank you guys so much for the support. As always, Winner Kill signing out. See you in the next one.